the official last day of work completed, my boss Alan took us out to see the flat track races at the Volusia County Speedway.
Yep. Right here.
After filling out an ungodly amount of paperwork, we got our VIP passes and headed inside. With my boss being a former pro flat track racer himself, as well as the sponsor of one of the top guys in the league, this was quite an exciting night.
Isn't that a fine looking rig?
Oh yeah, that is a fine looking rig.
That's an $8,000 wrap job.
Really?
Yamaha paid for it. Alan. This is Dan. Dan, how you doing?
He's here to repair the track.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
he's kidding. He's kidding.
Well, yeah, I think the first time ever our involvement with racing may be worthwhile.
Oh yeah. So we broke 2 bikes. So
That was my next question.
we're having issues with spark plugs. We're losing spark plugs.
You told me you lost the electrode came off and sometimes they're going
How is that?
Heat, a lot of heat.
Why is it making heat like that? Because the program is doing something?
No, I mean this is Adam from SNS. He's programming. Everything looked good. This is Alan. Alan is recommending.
This is the new tuner thing. Every time you see everybody's on there.
Yep.
No more jets.
That's how you jet a motorcycle.
No more little street drivers. That's welded on there, and that's
Yeah, we made all that. Yep. And then the paint job. Sean's our painter. So that's Sean, the glass painter.
That's where your fuel pump is.
Yep.
That's aluminum tank.
Yep, aluminum tank, and then that's the C&J. The sad part was he was a half a second faster on that bike than this bike.
Really?
Yeah.
The races were announced and Alan took off like a dart up the hill. Dan and the rest of the Memphis Shades team came up to watch the opening race. Up next was Dan and the Production Twins class.
Way to get everybody to notice Dan Bromley. Okay, that was our plan this whole weekend.
After a very competitive race, Dan finished in third. Given the mechanical issues that he and his team were trying to iron out, this race was a great opportunity to collect points. Both Dan and his team sounded extremely confident when talking about the upcoming season.
And we're excited for the next couple rounds, and I'm looking forward to that TT. Very good. Let's give it up for Dan Bromley, finishing third tonight. Back to you.
If you've never been to a professional flat track race, the show is an incredible display of talent and pure adrenaline, and is extremely exciting to watch. Congratulations to Dan Bromley and his team for placing third. With the rest of work wrapped up, I headed to Daytona to tie up a couple of loose ends, then headed north towards St Augustine, a cool town that I'd been hearing about for quite a while. My intention here was to rest up, get a storage unit, sell the KLR, and get tags for the ST. I called up my buddy Jersey Mike for a ride up to Jacksonville to pick up the new bike. So, I'm here in St. Augustine with Jersey Mike, and I'm about to ride bitch on this beautiful Goldwing. So I'd say my life is just about complete now.
Yeah.
Everything that I wanted to accomplish is
You're doing it,
right
dude.
about to be done.
Hell yeah.
Anyway, he's giving me a ride up to Laura's place to pick up the ST. Man, this thing is smooth. Without reservations, I hopped on the back of Mike's Goldwing.
Can you do something different with the bag?
I'll try. back on the ST, I said goodbye to Jersey Mike and headed to St. Augustine. I fell in love with this bike almost instantly, and aside from a fueling or electrical problem that I was going to have to iron out, it handles great, has a ton of power, and gets 40 miles to the gallon. There's the new ST. My tent, which is completely worn out from a couple of sandstorms in Baja. There's my driveway. I am pretty well concealed. As far as spots go, this is about as good as it possibly can get. I mean, I'm completely hidden back here. Notice I got the motorcycle behind the tent. The tent's a little more camouflaged. But as far as camping spots, this is as good as it gets. This is old asphalt, so I'm off the wet ground. I've got dew coverage up here, which is very important in a high humidity climate, just to keep the dew off everything. And that over there is basically swampland. But yeah. There we are. The KLR sold quickly in the storage unit, and since I still had nearly a month left on my lease, I continued to use it to get organized and figure out the best way to pack up the ST. Hey, so I got this storage unit after I got to St. Augustine with the intention of so I could keep one bike there while I tried to sell the KLR and still ride the other bike. So actually the KLR sold within like 2 or 3 days. I think it was 3 days I was in St. Augustine, and I had like a dozen people message me about it. You know, there's a laundry list as long as your arm about parts that I had installed on it. So it went really quick. So now I've got this storage unit, which I got a hell of a deal on. I'm just kind of using this as kind of a central kind of base of operations to get everything organized on the ST and take care of some things while I'm here. Not much left now. There's my little chair that I use. There's a Corbin seat that came with the bike. I'm probably going to try to unload that. Try to unload this bag that didn't really fit in the saddlebags of the ST. Funny story with this. Down in Ormond Beach, I had talked to a guy at a fastener shop, and just happened to be an avid motorcyclist, and mentioned in passing that he had another tank for a Honda ST1300 with a factory fuel pump. So so he gave me that brand new, well, it's not brand new, but it's, you know, it's like new, presumably with a good fuel pump and filter and all of that. So I'm waiting on some fuel pump gaskets to get here, and then so I'm going to swap those out and see if that solves the problem. But yeah, what a great deal. Notice the finish on this side, okay? And then I'm going to walk around to the other side and tell me if you can notice the difference. Completely different, huh? So actually what happened with this is the previous owner hit a deer, but he said the bike didn't go down, but he scratched up the side fairing and the side case pretty good. And he, I believe he said, was able to get some replacement plastics, but they were not the same color. So so he actually spray painted them with granite finish Rust-Oleum, which has got a texture to it. And I personally think it's awesome, you know, because I got like basically two different bikes. Like on one side it's gray, stone finish spray paint, and then on the other side it's glossy black. So of course, here's my camping stuff. The tent is rolled up inside of 2 tarps, one of which I use to for ground cover before I put the tent down, and the other one, in rainy conditions, I'll string this up using bungee cords over top of the tarp. Keeps everything completely dry. My sleeping roll, which I'm hoping to replace. This thing's seen better days. Originally, Joe Sparrow gave me this up at Iron Horse Motorcycle Lodge in Robbinsville, North Carolina, right next to the Tail of the Dragon. But of course, I got to have my dirty socks hanging off the back. You know, I got to make it, can't be all pretty. So, and might even be a theft deterrent, or deter tailgaters if they can smell my dirty socks. So anyway, that's the ST. I'm gonna go ride around and work on making a new video. See you later. Definitely one of the cooler places I've ever visited in Florida. St. Augustine boasts the distinction of being the oldest city in the United States. I'm looking forward to exploring this city in the coming days as I get the ST set up the way I like it and finish tying up some loose ends. The next order of business will be the fuel pump replacement, a hydraulic clutch flush, and new tires. And with that done, I'll be a free agent once again, with my sights set on faraway places.